Todd? I got you a little breakfast.
Maybe later, thanks.
So, did you sleep all right?
Not so great.
Well, I think this attic gets awfully hot in the summertime. I really think you'd be a lot better off in one of the guest rooms.
I told you, Vicki, I don't want to be here at all.
Really? Well, where would you rather be? Where I found you, wandering around in the cemetery? Look, you asked me not to tell anyone that you're alive. I'll keep my promise. I won't tell.
Oh, and bringing trays of food up here? That doesn't seem a little weird?
Well, I didn't exactly walk up the front stairs and announce it in a loud voice. No one saw me. Don't you have something a little more important to worry about? Like what you're going to do next?
No. When I was up last night, I pretty much figured that out.
And what did you decide?
Heard a word I've said. Yeah, you, said that Cassie and Andrew were taking a trip, right? A trip? No! They are thinking about moving to Chicago. What? See, I knew that you weren't paying any attention. Yes, Andrew says that he wants to move to Chicago so he can have a larger, more diverse congregation. I think he just wants to have more people that he can condescend to and keep Cassie so busy that she won't have any time to be anything except his dutiful little wife.
This is terrible. Well, I could lose my best reporter here. I mean, not that Cassie and I always see eye to eye, but that's why I like her around, you know. She keeps me on my toes. I mean, she is probably my only friend here in Lambview, and I would like her to be a part of my daughter's life. So, absolutely, we have got to figure out a way so that she does not move to Chicago.
Great. We both recognize there's a
Yes.
problem. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how about this for a solution? Okay, come sit down. Now, you know all about this, this rivalry that's been going on between Cassie and Kevin Buchanan, right?
Well, I know that Kevin Buchanan plays dirty, if that's what you want to know.
Okay, yeah, well, let's fight even dirtier. How's this for a 1-2 knockout punch? You offer Cassie an assignment. I mean, something like a really important investigative reporting piece, the kind of thing that could win her a Pulitzer.
Dorian, I'm a little wary of all of that. I mean, those investigative reporting things go on for months, years.
Right. And then Cassie would have to stay, right?
Hey, I might be able to green light a story like that.
Oh, honey, I knew that you would come to my rescue. Now, can I return the favor?
Look, I'm fine.
Bo, are things not going well between you and Patrick, or are they too blissful?
Actually, they're neither. They're just, nice.
Nice?
It's nice. We're just taking it one step at a time, one moment at a time, and I'm happy. And he's a wonderful man, okay?
But
last night I had a terrible dream about Todd.
You know, Todd, lying awake late at night when you're alone and tired and depressed is not exactly the right time to make a decision.
I didn't even tell you what I decided yet.
You're running away. You're going to leave town before anybody finds out that you're here.
Well, don't you think that would be better for everybody?
Better than what? Better than telling your wife that you're alive? Your wife who loves you?
If she loves me so much, how come I saw her last night getting it on with Patrick Thornhart?
Did you ask her?
Because I know what she's going to say. It's because I was dead.
Yeah, we all thought you were dead.
Well, what did she do? Stick her head out the bedroom door and yell next?
Oh, you can be crude if you want to. But I will tell you for a fact that your wife, Blair, grieved for you terribly. That's why she went to Patrick in the first place, I'm sure. She was in a lot of pain for a long time, and she needs comfort. Can't you understand?
No, I can't understand that. Don't you get it? The only thing that kept me alive was knowing that I was going to get back to her, that we would be together somehow, someday. But did she wait for me? No. And why didn't she wait for me? Not because I was dead, but because everything that we had was all just a fantasy. Nothing, and when it was gone, it was gone. I thought we were in love. I thought we were going to get married and live happily ever after.
Well, you could, you know. You have a family, a wife. You have a daughter you've never even seen. How can you just walk away from Star?
Hey, my father walked away from me. Can't be that hard.
Our father was a monster.
Yeah, what about me, huh? I'm a rapist. I killed a guy. I kidnapped Rebecca. My daughter's better off not having a father like me. She's better off not knowing me at all.
Tell me something. Were you happy when you found out that you had been abandoned?
I have never been happy ever in my life. Except for one time, when I first met Blair, because she made me forget for 1 minute that just like the rest of my family, I was doomed.
Oh, you are so wrong. And I'm going to prove it to you.
You always dream about Todd?
Yeah, when he died almost every night for months, and then finally they kind of slowed down. It was like he was fading away. But that's why I was so shocked last night, Dorian. It was like this dream was just so real.
Do you want to tell me about it?
I guess so. I was riding Araby in the dark woods. I was lost, and there were shadows moving around me, and I wanted to scream. And then suddenly this path I was on, it just took a turn, and I was out in a clearing, and the sun was shining down, and Todd was there, just standing there. The sunlight was shining down. I couldn't see his face. His back was to me, but I could feel his love, and it was just like this miracle. And I started to cry. And then he reached out with his hand to me, and I ran toward him, and he started backing up into the woods, and I thought, if I go back there, I'm never going to get out of the dark. So I stopped. I thought, well, if I go back, then I'm never going to be able to find my way home. And then he just, he disappeared into the shadows. And I felt at that point that I was the loneliest I had ever been in my entire life. Then I woke up.
And you don't know what that dream was about?
No.
Would you like me to tell you?
You tell me why you think that we are doomed. Because our father molested me and abandoned you. Well, I'm sorry. Those were his choices, not ours.
Yeah. He chose to rape you. I chose to rape Marty Saybrook. Like father, like son. And you, sis, I gotta tell you, you've done some ridiculous things in your day.
Do you remember the night before you and Blair were getting married? You came to me because you were frightened that you had somehow inherited all the evil that was in Victor Lord. Do you remember what I told you? I told you, Todd, that our father was a monster because he never regretted anything he ever did in his life. He had no guilt whatsoever. Well, you have guilt, don't you? And I have guilt, and it is a very hard thing to live with, isn't it? But we have managed to escape being doomed because we have been forgiven. I have children in a family who have told me they will love me forever, no matter what. And you have Blair, who told you the exact same thing.
Well, maybe she did love me. Once.
I lost out on a lot of years of bossing you around as your big sister, so I'm going to make up for that now. And I'm going to do it by not giving up on you and not allowing you to give up on yourself. You have a wife who forgave you and gave you a second chance. Don't you think that at the very least you owe her that?
I don't owe her anything, all right? Remember, I'm dead. I'm better off doing what I said before, just getting out of here before anybody can see me.
Including your daughter?
Especially my daughter. When it gets dark, I'm out of here.
You are making a very big mistake.
No, Vicki. The only mistake that I made was coming back from the dead.